Hello folks, how you doing? Today I'm going to be smoking Frogmorton on the bayou. And here's the tobacco in the can. Great tin art. And I'm going to be smoking it in my Dunhill ODA. One of my favorite Dunhills. Good old haven't named him yet. But anyway, he's a beautiful piece. There he is. Rusticated. When it's buffed, it comes up a beautiful reddish hue. Using my antler tamper. They're available. Last time I checked, they're about $10. There's a eagle on the thing on the bottom there. If you haven't tried Frogmorton on the bayou, go out and sample a tin. You won't be disappointed. Some people don't like the topping of some of the frogs, but doesn't bother. I just love them just the same. As with all blends, you should switch off once in a while. Even smoke a plain Virginia. Almost a neutral tobacco occasion. Just like desserts. You don't want the same dessert every night. After dinner, you want to mix it up. I'm just going to say it one more time. The Dunhill prices are outrageous. You can find just a nice pipe. I was looking at Stanwell's the other night, and there are two that I'm eyeballing on eBay. And I have to choose between the two. I can only get one. But reasonable. Very reasonable. Yeah, just for a plain billiard. Great graining, I'll say, smooth. For a Dunhill, they start at like $500. I mean, he's. My mother had an old expression. Some people have more money than brains. Sure, you get age, briar, and all that stuff. But with all the thousands, tens of thousands of pipes out there, there are a lot of bargains. Or just pipes that are very reasonably priced. You don't have to pay all that money. Okay, we'll never discuss that again. So I take care of the dunghills I have. Ream them when, appropriate. Good draw. Stampings are lousy on this dunhill, by the way. There's a beautiful Parker I passed up. It did have an unfortunate scuff or fill or whatever. But the thing was, otherwise it was gorgeous. I think it might still be on. What I do a lot of times, instead of putting them on my watch list, I make a low bid, when they're starting out, just so I can, because I have so much on my watch list, it's easier to find. Just push bids and offers. And I know it sounds silly, but once in a while I get one. Like I bid on an apple. It did have a slight burn mark, but it had a gorgeous amber stem. And the burn mark didn't detract. I got it. Of course, my wife said, "Oh well, put that away for your birthday." So I'll be getting about 6 pipes for my. I lost count. I don't know. There's one pipe I misplaced some time ago. It must be around. My daughter had bought me an Escorty business model, like a semi-poker. And wish it'll turn up one of these days. Have to have my son over more often. He's good at buying stuff. So, hope your week was off to a good start. Whatever line you're in. I got all buffed and polished, hosed down, as my wife calls it. She made a comment that I blend in with the chair. The chair and me are one. Back to the 60s. Groovy. Who uses Groovy anymore? Actually, those times are very overrated for you younger folks. All that flower children stuff. It wasn't that widespread. Of course, I had long hair and all that stuff. Not super long, just the normal long hair for a fella. But didn't do a lot of the crazy things that you read about. Great childhood, by the way. I mentioned it yesterday. If you haven't read the article again, I mean, if you haven't read the article, excuse me, read the article on the oldest human in modern times, Jean Clement. I don't know how you pronounce it, of France. She died in the past couple decades, but she lived to be 122 years old and 167 days, I think. 66? Well, anyway, lived to be a long time. And some of the experiences she had and so forth. Very interesting. And then, of course, you're starting to look at the others that lived pretty long. And there, you can get carried away with reading about that stuff. But what a wonderful source the internet is. Anything and everything is there. Tunes. You want to look up a tune. I still want to know. I haven't been convinced completely about how you put a full tune on. I've been told that you've got to say it's for educational reasons and stuff like that. But these people put on these full records, albums. I'd like to talk to a YouTube employee in the know directly to find out how you, any tune, anything. I mean, we're taking this for granted, especially you guys that have grown up with computers from the get-go. It's probably passé to you now, but to me, it's 10 times better than TV. Any episode of any show you want to watch, just go to, I like things like 2020, 48 hours, investigative reports, something like that. Stuff like that, excuse me. And it's all there. It's all there, anything. Well, I'm gushing, and I'm also closing in on the time. Take care of yourself, be good, and by all means, happy smoking!